Well, we're in the inner sanctum today because it's been storming really bad, and I want to do something, but I don't want to be out there and get my stuff wet. What we're going to do is we're going to look at this Eberlestock Emod system based on the old M1 carrier frame that is discontinued now. And we're going to look at some of the different setups that we can get out of it. You will forgive me for the cramped quarters, but what I've got laid out here in the small amount of space that I have is all the Eberlestock Emod stuff that I've acquired. And if you're one of my Five Faithful, you'll recall that I got this M1 carrier frame with its beaver tail and this huge dry bag that attaches to it. You can see the zippers there. It zips on to the carrier frame. I got those from the thrift store, new. I mean, just mint condition, new, never been used. 30 bucks. So that introduced me to this Emod system. I was already familiar with Eberlestock because I've got their Battleship backpack. But it introduced me to this Emod system. So I went ahead and bought the multi-lid and from Eberlestock, and actually I think I got it from Optics Planet, I'm not sure, but I paid retail, and I've done some adjustments to it. I've added some things to it to make it a little more usable in my opinion. But it's a not only a lid or a cover for a backpack, but it also can double as a really nice waist pack or day pack. And there goes Birdie. She's looking for mice. Hey, Birdie. And then I've also acquired, and understand I've kind of been in a hurry to get this stuff because it's all on closeout. They've introduced the new system. So this old system, although it still would work with the new system, it's just going to be hard to find. And also it's going to be cheaper. So on closeout, I got the Eberlestock Vapor 2500 version 1 pack that fits on. It's got the zippers and it fits onto the frame. And then I also got 2 of what they call the bat wings. And this is a Eberlestock kind of exclusive thing that they've created. And it also has the you'll see the telltales for the zipper system. So zipper system, zipper system, zipper system. They all zip on to that frame. So what I'm just going to do for fun is set them up and see all the different, or some of the different setups that you can get with this system. And I'm just loving it. The more I experiment with it, the more I play with it, the more I like it. So let's get to playing. First of all, the laser cut MOLLE capability of the back of the pack, and also on the beaver tail, just allows any combination of MOLLE gear. I mean, there's just no end to what I can put on there to create my own backboard MOLLE setup. Really kind of reminiscent of what we used to do with the old Alice pack frame. We used to be able to take that thing and we'd put all kind of gear all over it. You know, you'd have your radio at the bottom, and up here you'd have a pouch, you know, with all kind of magazines, stuff like that. And it's just no limit to what you can do there. So the MOLLE, the laser cut MOLLE, really gives you that ability to create your own setup. One neat idea, and you'll see this again, is this insulated and padded hydration pouch holder, which just so happens to be the same camouflage pattern. It fits on there really well, and because of the nature of this whole zipper system, you could put that underneath any of the Eberlestock Emod stuff, and that pouch would just rest there. You wouldn't even know it's there. And so you could have your hydration coming up from behind your pack. It'd just be perfect. And this one just so happens to have plenty of MOLLE, so that you could go and do the same stuff I just showed you. You could put all kind of pouches on there and create just a custom-made setup. All right, now here it is set up with the bat wings. And when I first started playing with this, I didn't know if I liked the bat wings, and I will say they're probably my least favorite piece of this. But they really do some interesting things. So here it's set up with the bat wings, and they're zippered on, and I've got that hydration pouch attached to the MOLLE backboard, so that makes a tight little setup. And then for a little bit of extra stability, I've thrown the beaver tail on, and that makes a nice tight small pack. And these bat wings are kind of interesting. I haven't done a review of them specifically, and maybe I'll do that. At first I just didn't think that they really merited it, but they come in, well, you buy them separately, but they really come in twos. And I just got a bunch of stuff in here to make some space, but you can see they have a long one long opening, then they've got this pouch outside for sticking stuff in, and you could really stick some interesting stuff in there. Spotting scopes, maybe a small tripod. You could fit some long things in there. But you can also mash clothes in there and carry some soft goods. But they zip together. They also come with that zipper system on them. And then they have the lashing points so that you can lash them together. And this is the version 1. They've got a new version that just came out that I think has some more capability. And like I said, they're probably my least favorite piece of all these. But I'm not unhappy I got them, because as you're going to see, they really give you a lot of ability to add to the vapor and create more cubic inches of packing space. And first time that I hooked it up like this, I was just really amazed at what a nice small pack that made, and realized how much gear you could actually carry there. I wanted to let you see what it looks like with the bat wings unzipped. So they have lashing straps or points on the back, so that if you wanted to lash them minus, not using the zipper section, or if you wanted to lash something using that, you could do that. It's just, and you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So you can turn these into side lashing points and add more cubic inches to any pack. It's a really neat, interesting system. And if those two bat wings didn't make a cute enough, tight enough pack, look what happens when you add the multi-lid to it. And I'm just going to show you. I showed you in a earlier video how I kind of modified the multi-lid. But there it is, attached to go over the top of the bat wings. Gives you some more cubic inches, and the multi-lid turns into a waist pack. And of course, you can tell from my Franken sewing what I've added. But I just think that makes a nice pack. So Eberlestock is really a hunting gear pack company, and the real reason, or the main reason for having the space here, is so that you can put, whether it's the bat wings or the dry bag or the pack, so you can put maybe a quarter of meat back behind the pack and adjust the pack so that you can go out, with just a small pack and come back with a quarter of meat. And your pack on top of it. But this dry bag, which is just huge, would also be wonderful for canoeing. That is a great portage pack right there. And if you're into canoeing or kayaking and you have to do some portaging, I mean, this, it's got the zipper system. This would be wonderful for throwing on that pack and portaging across some, a dam or some area that can't be canoed. That's a huge dry bag. So there it is again with the beaver tail, which the beaver tail just always adds some stability. And remember, you've got this laser cut PALS webbing slots, MOLLE slots, so that you can even add stuff to the outside of the beaver tail. And like I said, that's just great for portaging. I'm getting ready to go on a little canoe trip, and I think I'll be taking this with me just to give it a kind of a shakedown. All right, just for fun, I've thrown the bat wings onto the sides. I just ran them through the beaver tail through them. And while that is not something I'd want to pack around uphill and dale, that's wonderful for portaging. You can carry a lot of gear that way. It works. All right, moving on. Now we have the Vapor 2500 pack, and I've got it zippered on to the pack frame. Again, I've still got that hydration pouch with a hydration bladder attached to the baseboard of the pack, and that's just a nice little pack. I mentioned in my last video that just reminds me of the barrel shape of the medium Alice, minus the three pouches. A little taller, but the barrel shape just reminds me of that, and I've always loved that barrel shape, and I really think one of the reasons for the Alice pack's popularity is that size and shape. I think it's a perfect size and shape. The medium Alice, even more than the large, it's just they hit the perfect shape, and I think they've done it again here. Just an outstanding shape. And of course, I talked about this in another video. There's a pouch on either side. It opens like a duffel. No top opening, and that's fine because that plays in to the next piece we're going to add, and that's the multi-lid. I've shown you the multi-lid on the bat wings, and that looks pretty good, but where it really looks good and I think really shines is when paired with the Vapor. Again, not only do you have some more space, you have some items you can get to a little more easily, but that thing turns into a nice little waist pack. And I admittedly have done some adjustments to it that I really wish Eberlestock would look into, because I think they add to the usability. But that's just a nice little pack. Then we have the Grand Slam. What we have here now is the Vapor with the bat wings attached both down here with those three compression straps on the Vapor, as well as tightened up with the three compression straps on the beaver tail. We've also got the multi-lid on there, so that we've got quite a bit of space, and still a very compact pack. But look what we were able to turn that into. That's a large amount of cubic inches. I'm going to try to divvy it all up and do the math and the long division and multiply and tell you how much cubic inches that is. But that's a lot, and it's on a great frame. It's it's still not really heavy. Of course, it's just packed with clothes and stuff like that. But those are just some. I know I haven't hit them all. Those are just some of the things that you can do with this pack system. It's just very, very impressive. And I just wanted to share with you on this rainy, nasty afternoon some of the great stuff that you can do with this Eberlestock Emod system. I'm just really excited about it. And Eberlestock doesn't know me from Adam. I'm not getting paid to talk about this. Matter of fact, all of this stuff I'm showing you is the last, not last year's maybe, but the last iteration of this stuff. There's new bat wings out. There's a new larger Vapor 2500. I think the multi-lid is current, but I've added stuff to it, so it's not the same. The M1 carrier frame is not even available anymore. To find most of the stuff, you would have to find it like I did at resellers, and that was hard to do. But they've got a new system now with the J1 frame, and everything's a little bigger. And I was really excited by the smallness of all these parts and how they went together. And I'm just really excited about it, and I just wanted to share it with you, and I have. Hey, thanks for watching.